So here's another great idea to come up with awesome keywords that you can target for your campaign. Let's look for games that are very similar to our market. What other games do our market play? What other games would our market be interested in? What other games are very similar to League of Legends? Because if we can target those keywords and make our ad pop up on those sites, you're going to absolutely crush it. Plus, since it's a little bit outside the box, you're not going to have much competition and you can get really dirt cheap clicks. So let's think about this for a second. What other games are out there that are kind of similar to the League of Legends? It's an online multiplayer game. Now, I'm not too familiar with most of these online multiplayer games, but I do know my little brothers play World of Warcraft. And I could just brainstorm and try to come up with some other games. But here's a really cool website that I want you to write down. This is going to make it really easy for you. It's almost like cheating. I want you to go to gameslikefinder.com. And once you're at gameslikefinder.com, I want you to just do a search for the League of Legends. So I'm just going to type that in, League of Legends, and let's hit the search button. If you scroll down a little bit, this is going to show you what other games are very similar to League of Legends. So these are all websites and keywords that we can target. Do you see this one right here? It's called Prime World. Well, I've never even heard of that before. And people gave this game a really high rating, a 9.3. This website is telling us that this game, Prime World, is very related, very similar to the League of Legends. Same with Smash Muck, same with Solstice Arena, Smite, Soldier Front, Arena of Heroes, Dota, which is a World of Warcraft game. So all of these are websites and keywords that you can target for your offer. So definitely what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to write these down. So there it is. I just wrote down all the other games that are very similar to ours. Prime World, Smash Muck, etc. This will come in handy later when we actually create our campaign and we need some keywords. I like to take care of this stuff ahead of time. That way when you get there, it's super easy. It's already done. And here's something else that I want to point out. Do you notice these banners that are advertising on this website? Well, this is a banner for the League of Legends. And I think this right here is a banner that the actual company League of Legends is doing. It's showing it to us because this is a game site and this is very targeted. Well, guess what? This banner right here can give you some ideas on how to do your own banner. So what you can do to get some ideas is go to other gaming sites like GameSpot.com or any other gaming sites that you can think of and look at banners that are running on those sites. Do you see how it's real simple? They got a really cool action photo here. They got the logo and they got join now, play for free. So all of this is good to know and this gives me lots of ideas for coming up with my own ad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that image and I'm going to save that right to my desktop. Okay, and you see the banner on the right-hand corner, this Forge of Empires? Well, this is doing something very similar. It's very simple, clean. It's got the logo and a big play button. So let's save this one too. And I can't right-click and save this one, so I'm actually just going to take a screenshot of it. If you're on Windows, you can use print screen. Otherwise, on Mac, you can do Shift-Command-4. And down below, here's another ad. This is an ad for a completely different game. It's saying play now, and it's showing us pictures of some girls. Again, our offer, we're going to want to do something similar because our offer is targeted to the same demographic that I wanted to share with you. It's called SimilarWeb.com. SimilarWeb absolutely rocks. This is a complete gold mine for setting up your CPV campaign. So what I want you to do is go over to SimilarWeb and type in your website. So let's do LeagueofLegends.com and let's search it. All right, so SimilarWeb has basically everything you need for your campaign. This place rocks. So let's scroll down and let's talk about it. This is showing us how many visits they're getting each and every month. As you can see, it's getting about 80 million visits, which is unreal. All right, so do you see where it says web traffic geography? This is telling us where their traffic is coming from. Now, obviously, United States is going to be one of the top sites. It's at 24.78%. But what's interesting is that Brazil is really high up there. Brazil has got 7.6%. That's a lot of people. So that tells me that you could probably try setting up a campaign targeted to Brazil and absolutely crush it, because you could probably get dirt cheap clicks and you probably don't have any competition out there. So just a little nudge. You've got Germany, you've got Turkey. Any of these countries can be worth testing for your CPA campaign. And this thing is telling us what kind of websites people came from. Where were people at before they ended up on League of Legends? This is priceless information. These are all websites that you can try targeting. Look, this site, Reign of Gaming. So this is some gaming site. I'm going to put that site down onto our list. Reign of Gaming. And do you see this website right here, twitch.tv? It says that a lot of people are at twitch.tv, then they end up on League of Legends, and also something interesting is happening. Do you see how twitch.tv is also where a lot of people end up? So a lot of people are at twitch.tv, they leave, and then they go to League of Legends, and then a lot of people who are playing League of Legends, they leave, and then they go watch twitch.tv. So I'm going to put that site down as a site that might be worth targeting, twitch.tv. Now, I don't know anything about this, but it's definitely catching my attention. So like I mentioned earlier, you guys, any of these websites might be worth targeting. Just check the demographics on it. Go to Quantcast, go to Alexa, click around on the website yourself, and see if those demographics match your demographics. If it is very similar, and if the site actually gets lots of traffic, then by all means, you can target that website for your ad. So let's scroll down here a little bit more. They're telling us about what search keywords people type in to find League of Legends. And down here, it's giving us a lot of different keywords. Download League of Legends, download, LOL, PBE. So any of these keywords might be worth targeting. I could just copy those and paste those into my list too. We got more keywords over here. So all of these keywords are what people type into Google to then end up on the League of Legends site. So yeah, this is great to find out what keywords are worth targeting. Let's scroll down a little bit more. Do you see where it says social? This is telling us what social sites people are interested in. And interesting enough, Reddit is right here at the top. It is absolutely crushing it. So yes, Reddit is definitely a site that I would target. Look at how high this is. 58%. Facebook is all the way down here at 32%. So that tells me that people who are interested in League of Legends are very interested in Reddit. And let's go down here to display advertising. This is showing us which websites are very popular that send lots of display traffic, which is exactly what you're doing. Display traffic, banners, pop-ups. It's all the same thing. This is telling you which sites are sending lots of pop-up traffic and banner traffic to League of Legends. So any of these sites might be worth targeting. Vodly.to, Valoos.co, Putlocker.com. I can put those into my list and check these out later to see what those sites are. Now this is gold right here. Do you see where it says audience interest? This is showing us what our audience is interested in. So, League of Legends. This is showing us that people who go to League of Legends are very, very interested in video games. And that's why we should target other video games. So do you remember how we wrote down all the other top gaming sites that are very similar to League of Legends? So this confirms that all of those would be really good keywords and really good websites to target. You don't want your ad to pop up on a cooking site or on a site for babies or on a site for retirement or stock trading, because that's not related to your offer at all. Okay, also at the end, you'll notice sports. So this is telling us that people who go to League of Legends are also interested in sports. So that means that I might try, going after keywords for UFC, Ultimate Fighting. Now that's a real contact sport, and people who are interested in UFC might very well be interested in this game. So I could try targeting those keywords. What about football? What about boxing? Maybe even basketball. Those are things that I might try testing, but it's not really a major interest, so I wouldn't start off trying to go for that first. You're going to have much more success starting off targeting other video games, which is exactly what we did earlier. And at the bottom, do you see where it says also visited websites? Users who visited League of Legends also visited these websites. So there's that lolking.net again, Mobifire, twitch.tv. We're seeing that site pop up again and again, and all these other ones. All the way here at the bottom, do you see where it says similar sites? So this is showing other websites that they think are very related to League of Legends. So this is some game called League Craft. How about the Heroes of Neworth? This is telling us that that game is very similar, which we know that because we wrote that down earlier. Do you see it right here? Heroes of Neworth. G Potato. So any of these websites might be worth targeting. So that's how you use SimilarWeb. This is an insanely powerful tool for your campaign, so make sure you check this thing out. Now, we keep seeing that LOL King website pop up, so I'm just going to do a Google search for it, LOL King, and let's find out what it is. So the LOL King website is the League of Legends stats. So it sounds like this is a website where a lot of the members of the League of Legends go to. So we probably don't want to target this website because people who go to LOL King are most likely already members of the League of Legends. So we don't want to target those guys. And do you remember how SimilarWeb just showed us that twitch.tv website? That thing kept on popping up. Well, let's go to it. Let's see what that website is. Twitch.tv. All right, and it looks like this website has a lot of videos related to video games. So this definitely sounds like our market. So let's do this. Let's go over to Quantcast and find out exactly who the demographics are for this website. Is twitch.tv worth targeting? Does it match up with our demographics for League of Legends? And this place gets a lot of traffic, 6.7 million visitors. Let's scroll down. Aha. Look at this, you guys. Do you see the demographics? It is a super strong male demographic. There's not that many girls that go to this website at all. It looks about 90% male, which if you remember, League of Legends is about 90% male. Also, look at the age range. How old are the people that go to this website? Do you see how it's really high for the 18 through 24, and it's also really high for the 25 through 34, and then it starts to drop off? Well, that perfectly matches our demographic. Also for college, it's pretty evenly split between the people who are in college right now and the people who've just graduated college. So if you look at our demographics for the League of Legends, this website, twitch.tv, matches our demographics perfectly. So that tells me that twitch.tv is worth targeting.